In 2024, I've had my fair share of losses, but overall, I ended the year being a profitable and confident trader. Here are the 5 lessons I've learned, and stick around to hear number 5, my aha moment. Living off of trading is closer than you think, but you let social media tell you otherwise. Social media shows you that anything less than 10% gains a month isn't suitable, but understand, it's usually shown you to market other things. In reality, 1% is all you need. Say you get a 100K challenge, 1% is $1,000. Just focus on stacking accounts, then you can focus on just that 1%. So let me actually tell you a funny story about this. My 3 feet from gold story. Earlier this year, I quit the strategy I've been trading since I started because I got shiny object syndrome. I won't say any names, but this famous trader on YouTube was showing that he was racking in a lot of money with a very high reward and very low risk. And he's also preaching that his win rate was very, very high. So to me, it sounded like gold. So I switched over to that. I quickly realized all with that month that it was quickly for marketing. And I had to sit and have a talk with myself. Was I just trying to chase the money in that instance? And if I would have stuck with the system I was already using, how much further would I be within this time span? So at that very moment, the next month, I went back to my old strategy, and surprisingly enough, that's exactly when I started being profitable. And I say this to say, when you see on social media, everybody preaching high reward, 10%, 20%, 30% gains a month, usually it's just for marketing. And if it's not, because there are those traders that really do pull on those tools, don't immediately just go running into their program. You already have a system, stick with it. And I promise you, you will come out. You mainly don't have a return problem. It's mainly a funding problem. If you make 1% on $100, of course you'd be mad you only rocked in $1. So you're constantly used to over leveraging and over trading. But if you focus more on that funding, 1% on 10 100K accounts is $10,000 a month. And say you combine those all and just focus on 1-2 trades a week, and you just focus on 1% a month, you're racking in 10K a month. So focus on stacking your allocation over stacking those gains. Understand that any gain is better than no gain. 1% in a month is greater than 90%. From there, you can build. Understand that it's a marathon, not a sprint. So enjoy every day, go hard every day, and in due time, you'll reap the benefits. So kind of piggybacking off of the last post there, you don't have a return problem, you have an allocation problem. Focus on building your funded accounts and that cushion, so you only have to worry about 1, 2, maybe 3% a month, instead of trying to flip accounts over and over, and all you're doing is just losing money 9 times out of 10. I'm sure you heard before, you become this person, then start assuming their roles and actually becoming that person. I didn't understand this for a while until I applied it to trading. One day I was just sitting and thinking, if I was a profitable trader already, how would I trade? How would I show up to the markets, and how would I execute every morning? Why am I sitting here wasting time trying to slowly become a profitable trader, and why not just become? So after this video, I want you to grab a pen and paper and take the time and jot down all the things you would see a profitable trader do. Show up on time, have a routine, stick to the process over the outcome. And I want you to put that up somewhere around your computer or your screen and embody that. Every morning, go back and check that list. Promise you, you can list 3 to 5 or even more things, and you're just not doing them. So you know what a profitable trader is, you're just not becoming. And on the top of that paper, I want you to write become and I am, because you are that person. There's already a profitable trader in you. And next year I have God first. 2 words, very simple but very important. I've always been a believer and had faith, but this year I really started to focus on becoming closer with God. Every morning, the first thing I do is give gratitude and give thanks for the opportunity to wake up and go outside and do things, to have life again. And I truly mean it when I say, when I started focusing on my relationship with God, I started becoming not only a better person, more loving person, but a better person on the chart. And then I started to kind of realize, win or lose, it was supposed to be. So say I showed up to the charts and I lost that morning. 9 times out of 10, I messed up somewhere in my process. Afterwards, I was able to take the time to learn. That's actually a blessing many look over. To make a mistake or lose and to be able to learn afterwards. That right there is giving you knowledge and wisdom. Carry on into your next trade. And that's all thanks to God. And say I win that morning, that wasn't all because of me. That was all due to the sowing I was doing previously. And then I was able to reap the rewards. And in that trade, I was able to stay calm and collected and have faith. And know, whatever happens, it's God's plan. And I actually added this book to my morning routine. If you watch my morning routine video, you can see where I'd kind of input that there and read it. And every morning I like to start off with a nice gratitude prayer and a devotion to get right. Because at the end of the day, none of this is possible without God. On a road trip, the only time a car is off is when you need to get gas. Quick fill up, maybe grab some snacks, then back on the road. On your journey, when you stop to get gas, why does it take you days, and for some maybe weeks, to get back on the road? I wrote this because I kept falling victim to this. Not so much showing up every day on the charts, but in other things in my outside life, I was kind of on and off on. Like for this channel, some weeks I would post a video, then I would take a break, get lazy, and then come back a week or two after, and then hop back on my horse and get ready to go. But in life and in trading, consistency is key. Those weeks, if I didn't take off, who knows how much further I could have been and how much value you guys could have got sooner. So the importance of this one is just to preach that consistency is key. Every morning, make sure you're doing the right things. Most importantly, are you following your word? If you say you're going to do this, are you going to do it? That is consistency right there. Do you trust yourself? So just a reminder, in your everyday things that you're supposed to be doing, are you consistently doing them? Because all of it will translate on the charts and in other aspects of your life. Patience is key in trading. Mastering patience could be the breakthrough you need to become a successful trader. Profit is in the patience. This thinking is what flipped me from always being break even to profitable. These last few months, true patience on the charts and in my journey will yield a greater return. So I believe this is my first time mentioning patience on my channel. But if you go to my Twitter, you will see about 10 to 15, 20 plus tweets just about patience. And you'll certainly start to see me starting to preach it all over my channel here, because this is truly my aha moment. Once I realized that I love showing up to the charts every morning and I need to put in the work to actually get better, but doing so I need to start thinking long term. Now it's not going to happen tomorrow, next week, or probably not even next month. Having those big gains and winning this big is sort of just to take my time. So saying that, I like to say there's two sides to this. The first one would like to be on the charts. And the second is in your journey. If you're patiently waiting for your setup every single time, 9 times out of 10, it would eliminate FOMO, overtrade, the revenge trade. If you just stay patient for your setup and your setup only, and this was kind of my thinking for a while, and I started doing very, very good, but then at least once or twice a month, I would get shiny object syndrome and starting winning money quicker, then I would end up over leveraging and over trading. One day I was sitting, I was like, why is that? But I'm sure you heard before, why are we trying to hurry up the process? You see doctors go to school for 4, 5, 6 years plus, get multiple degrees just to go to work afterwards. So why are you expecting to become profitable in 6 months, a year, even a year and a half too? Kind of became profitable in about 2.5. Why are you trying to rush the process? I love trading, so I'm kind of expecting to do this at the moment for the rest of my life. And when I really looked at it like that, why not dedicate and expect to really start doing big things 3, 4, 5 years into the game, especially when it's after I become profitable. I'll start snowballing this for years and years and years and years and years. And then also realizing that I didn't need big gains a month, 3, 2, or 1% a month. Because let me be honest with you, that 90% of traders that fail are traders that quit and traders that over leverage and blow their account. The other 5 to 10% are traders that are confident in their process and in their system, are bringing 1+%. So if you're bringing in 1% a month, not only will you beat the S&P at the end of the year, but you're in that 10% of profitable traders. So once you start thinking like that and realize that, again, you don't have return problem, you have allocation problem, and then just focus on that, all you have to do is take your time doing so and having patience. Right now, if you're a profitable trader, you're just like this, slowly compounding, slowly getting allocation, 1% allocation, 1% allocation, 1%. Within a year, you could be like this. You're here, and then you want to add this, and then you want to go here. It just doesn't work like that. Have patience in your journey. Before you know it, you'll look back. Time will fly, because this is fun. Time flies when you're having fun. Before you know it, you'll look back and you're like, wow, I'm actually a lot further than I would have been if I just stopped boom, 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 10x, 10x, 10x every day, every week, you know? So this is just the start of me preaching patience. Get used to it, and I want you to really think about it in your own journey, on your own trading. Every morning, just think about it. In this trade, am I trying to pass everything, or am I trying to just slowly compound, just win the day, win the day, win the day, win the day, win the year in this day? Think about where you need to be more patient in, and then practice it in other aspects of life. Just realize we're here to have fun. Just enjoy the journey, dude. If I'm really committed to doing this for years on years on years, why not just take my time? And with God, in due time, things will happen. Put your faith in God, and He knows best when you're ready. Keep putting in the work every day, show up, and in due time, it'll all work out. Now, all this is only good when implemented. But there's 2 things you can do. You can click off this video, click on the next trading video, and take no action. Or down below, you can click the first link in the description and join the community.